So when you try to develop a model, these are the high-level steps that we do. High level, I'm not going into the details. So we load the data, right? We try to do feature engineering, or data pre-processing, you can say. Then you do the model training. Then you try to evaluate by capturing the metrics. Then you print, and then you save the model, best model. Right? So data, then pre-processing. Once the data is ready, model training, model validation or evaluation, you can say. And these are cyclic steps, of course. Then we are going to push the data, right, for deployment, save the model. These are high-level steps. Here, we are not using any MLFlow. Now, if I use MLFlow, then we are trying to package it. Okay, and for every model, if you are using it, you're using for loop right here. For every metric that we are building, for every parameter that we are passing, we want to execute the model and then capture the results, metrics. This is by doing, this is done using for loop manually. Now, if I use machine flow, MLFlow, loading the data set, then feature engineering or data pre-processing, you can say. You can see the steps with respect to MLFlow. We have imported MLFlow, right? And this is your training. Then we are measuring the metrics, evaluation. But look at this. This is MLFlow start. This is where you are going to trigger your model. So there is no for loop. We are just first defining our code, right? We are just passing the parameters. But when you do here, when you look at here, the MLFlow is automatically trying to run or log the parameters and the metrics that you have along with the model. So this is the model. These are the results for every iteration, and this is your parameters, different parameters that we try to record. So it is automatically logging the details. You need to initiate the MLFlow cycle. Right? Internally, it is taking care of all the parameters, hyperparameter, right, tuning, and then re-executing the code. And once it re-executes, all the things are captured. So you can see here, the image is very small. Each entry that you're seeing here is like your execution, and you're recording all the details like this. Okay. That's your tracking. It tracks all these things. Track parameters, metrics, artifacts, output files, code versions, right? All these things. This is the UI, MLFlow UI. You'll also be able to look into the graphs and all that additional information as well. This is to start. And this is auto logging. Auto logging means everything is getting automatically captured. If you want specific things to be captured, then you don't use auto log. You use the previous command like log metrics, log parameters, log model, right? So those commands will be used. Auto logging means automatically everything will get logged. And once it is done, you will be able to see the data like this. You will have data that is used, the ML model that is used. You will also have requirements file. You will have configuration file, right? You probably will have pickle file if you are using pickle file. So everything that we basically use is available here in the folder. right? So this is how your MLflow captures the details.